Welcome back to the Campfire Stories. Today we are covering the unsolved case of the missing boy, Bobby Dunbar. Hey, if this message reached you, don't skip, because this isn't just a disappearance. It's a case that fooled an entire family for decades. In August 1912, 4-year-old Bobby Dunbar vanished while on a family trip to Swayze Lake in Louisiana. And despite days of searching through the swamps, no trace of him was found, and people began to believe he had drowned or been taken by an animal. 8 months later, in Mississippi, a traveling handyman named William Cantwell Walters was found with a young boy who he claimed was the son of a woman named Julia Anderson. But when authorities brought the boy to the Dunbar family, they insisted he was Bobby, even though there was confusion at first about whether the child actually recognized them. Walters was arrested and charged with kidnapping, while Julia Anderson fought to prove the boy was hers. But she was poor, had little legal support, and struggled to present her case clearly in court, while the Dunbar family had both resources and public sympathy on their side. Eventually, the court ruled in favor of the Dunbars. Walters was convicted, and the boy was raised as Bobby Dunbar for the rest of his life, growing up, having children, and never publicly questioning his identity. The story seemed closed until nearly a century later, when DNA testing in the early 2000s compared the descendants of Bobby to the Dunbar family line and revealed something shocking. There was no biological connection, meaning the boy raised as Bobby Dunbar was almost certainly not the missing child, but instead Julia Anderson's son. The real Bobby Dunbar was never found, and no one knows what actually happened to him at that lake in 1912, which means for decades a family believed they had their son back. Another mother lost hers through the legal system, and the truth stayed buried long enough that by the time it came out, everyone directly involved was already gone, leaving behind one of the most unsettling questions in American history: how an entire identity can be taken, accepted, and lived out without ever being real.